All right, we are back with another one. Let's see, we are going up against the Phoenix Suns.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at Phoenix, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they're making a move up the power rankings. They got the best record in the conference and no doubt one of the scariest teams in the NBA. They're just so hard to game plan for.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup.
Okay, see,
wings,
I can't do.
Booker and Brooks.
Got it.
Malawach out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Gillespie in at the point guard. And for the Warriors, Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Porzingis in at the center. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, VA, you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach has drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Yep, that one's good.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Back to Curry. Green, the pass to MP. From deep.
Bang!
Warriors with another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Booker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Everyone knows Devin Booker for one thing, Richard, his ability to score.
Yeah, I always think back to that 70-point game he had against the Celtics. He was only 20 at the time, the youngest ever in that 70-point club.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Shams, thanks very much.
This is the confidence Booker has in himself. He feels like no one can guard him, and he's probably right.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Tonight, his team has a huge assignment, containing all-star guard Devin Booker. He told me Devin is as good as it gets at the 2. He's always applying pressure. His shooting is great, but we don't talk about Book's ball handling enough. He is lethal in that regard as well. BA, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Booker's got 10 points.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Pass to MP. Will it go? They grab their
nice
own miss.
rebound.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
The height of Porzingis gives him an edge on that offensive glass, and he uses it.
Inside. It's tipped. And stolen by Porzingis. Green with the ball. O'Neal covers. And here's Curry for three. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Horford, he's checked in for the... Getting ready for the Warriors. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Santos comes in for Draymond Green. Moody's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And MP subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Goodwin. No points so far. Back to Allen. The three is up. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
They've got MP. He's out there with Brandon Podziemski. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the 4. That's the Warriors 5. And that one's good. Green.
There's a nice pace to Green's game, so the pull-up, it could be a weapon for him.
All right, time for an injury report.
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Phoenix. He called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. While it took some time for him to completely recover from this injury, there is a chance that he could play on it. So we'll be monitoring him closely. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
Gotta get done inside.
Go!
MP.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Allen outside. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Unloads from 13. Again, Phoenix, good for 2.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Well, Richard, for this Warriors team, that Steph Curry injury in the playoffs proved huge.
Yeah, Steph is just so important. He strained his hamstring in game 1 of that second-round series against Minnesota. And once that happened, Golden State really never had a shot in the series. It just shows how valuable he is to the organization.
Oh, excellent hustle by MP. He deserved to be rewarded with the bucket for his effort.
Here's Goodwin, covered by MP. Pass to Dunn. The three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks, some strategy. And the Warriors make some changes. Horford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Santos. And it's Stephen Curry in for Podziemski. Now here's Booker. 12 points for him. Launches it. They get the rebound.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Outside Booker. Pass to Malawach. The three is up. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. 4-point game. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And here's MP from outside.
Bang!
Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside for Booker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors lead by 7. Moody on the wing. Lets it go from deep. From deep, MP.
Bang!
MP nailing the long three.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shot is good by Gillespie.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
2 open that time. Made it
Nice.
easy. Curry's got 15 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Booker. Pass to Gillespie. Three-pointer. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in...
Saw how they crash the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class. And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so in the game for the Suns, filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Malawat. And it's Gillespie in at the one. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And Booker with the jam.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Now here's Green. No points yet. MP shot is off.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And it's in there.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. And the Warriors miss again.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. But then they went all in on the big three of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for.
And so it's Golden State with it. After
There we
Phoenix
go.
picked up the
Bang!
3 with their last shot.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Brooks outside. Back to Booker. Outside for Brooks. From the arc. Right wing. Tries again. Gillespie can't get it to go.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Bang!
Hit from MP.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Booker. And the foul
God
called
damn
on
it, I
MP.
did that beforehand.
That's his third foul.
I don't agree with that one. You gotta be at least able to steal without getting a penalty every single time. Bro, these motherfuckers are not going away.
Suns trail by 3. Moody is out there with MP. Then there's Butler. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Santos in at the 4. That's the Warriors 5. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Well, under the current salary cap, it's not sustainable to have 3 max contracts. Richard just asked the Suns.
Yeah, you got to have depth to win in today's NBA. The Suns traded away that depth to have 3 max players.
Bang!
And that limited their ability to put together a cohesive roster.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Green. The 3 ball. Horford pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Back to Moody. Now Butler. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot from deep. MP. No go for him there. 9 for 15 now. Booker with it. Now guarded by Moody. Booker's shot is good.
Keep feeding the hot hand. Booker has it going in this one.
Down low. Here's Horford. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
To the paint. Here's Goodwin. And he banks in the layup.
The dime-dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Back to MP. And the layup is good off the glass. McGinnis has got 5 points in the quarter.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And Grant Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Phoenix making a switch here. Malawach is checked in for Iguodaro. O'Neal comes in for Allen. Dylan Brooks checked in for Green. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team. Coach telling the team, we're right in this. We have to keep fighting. If we can get consecutive stops, we've got a shot. We'll see if they can come back, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now, here's Green. Green with a screen on Booker. Oh, missed on the tray.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Misses the 3.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here's Curry. Green able to hit from 3.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
MP against Booker. Oh, the shake. Flushes it down with both hands.
Going to work. Booker knows they need points, and it's up to him to deliver.
Now Green. MP fires. And he
Bang!
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Booker. Here's the floater. Oh, Booker's shot goes despite the contact.
And Booker is made for these moments. What a big-time bucket.
Outside Green. 1:04 left to play in the 4th quarter. Brooks with a rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now. And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Here's Curry. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end.
This is not game over
Now
just
Booker.
yet.
Brooks outside. for three. Cleared away by Curry. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
They've led by as many as 11. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that puts them up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get. When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Here's MP. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Porzingis. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Phoenix calls timeout. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Here's Booker. 14 feet away. Cleared away by Curry. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up by 9.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much good.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, one of the stars of tonight's game. A strong scoring night for you, MP, reaching the 20-point threshold and a win for your team. That's a good night at the office.
It is what it is. A lot of positives come out of this one for the whole team. Next game, I think I want everybody to get 20, the bench and the starters.
That would be 200-something points.
You're right, too low. 25 for the starters. If anyone could do it, it's us. Gotta set your sights high, Jennifer Quintana. That's the only way you become great.
Aim high, MP. Way to go.
Appreciate it.
Over to you, BA.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff. And that'll do it, folks. For